With what hopes will the children of India dare to even dream? We're in this country before you even figure out what you want to do, what you truly want to become. Society, government, poor mindsets, this system will crush you. With what fate will you even dare to take a risk, to even feel, to think when you don't even know if there's a way out? This cruel system doesn't give a damn about how many tears you have shed, how many dreams you have buried while dying inside, how many sleepless nights you have screamed silent screams which no one ever heard, how much your heart can hold before it's crushed into thin powder. With what strength will the youth of this country live when their futures are treated as disposable waste? They talk about big topics with highlighted headings like democracy, fair rights, fair opportunities. They print textbook chapters about secularism, etc. But why are they even teaching children those things? Who's gonna tell the little child that the real world is far from the neat, lawful, democratic chapters they studied in their social studies textbooks? What about the pain of the parents who fought poverty just to give their precious child a better future, a better chance at life, only to face this cruel system? What about the student who was giving his last attempt or last shot at something because they believed in it? Olympic players, even talented minds, brilliant mindsets, they cannot survive in this country. They are struggling just to earn their daily wages. In this country, where teachers are said to be treated as gods, as gurus, they are being beaten on the roads. Why? Because they want fair rights? Because they want the students to have a better future and secure jobs? And there are ministers who sell jobs like it's the easiest thing to do, while a middle class person is dying to get one. People are making mandirs. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but they're neglecting the requirements of schools and hospitals. Approximately 0.28 people die every second in India due to delays in ambulance reaching. This translates to roughly 24,012 deaths per day according to reports and studies. These delays are often caused by factors like traffic congestion, poor road infrastructure, and a lack of adequate emergency medical services. Right now, when I'm saying this, someone is dying outside. In the name of infrastructure development, there are still major accidents happening due to poor roads, and rapists are raping like it's their usual and used to do, without any fear of being punished. They're roaming outside freely without any fear, while women, children of this country are afraid to even go out at late evening. Even the men who are good are not safe in this country. And the good ones, the ones who raise their voice, are being punished, and media only covers topics irrelevant to hide the darker side of the government. And recent news about the SSC exam scam, just another news headline to be viewed. But being a student myself, I'm truly speechless. In so much rage, feeling powerful, it hurts. It hurts so much that it brings tears just to even speak about it. Imagine being in the same place as the student who prepared for years for that one exam, and on the biggest day of their life, upon reaching the exam, minutes before it starts, papers are leaked, exam centers are changed. Can you feel that pain? The speechlessness, the nervousness, the devastation all at once. And what do they get for speaking up? Even when their voices shake, even when it hurts to speak, their voices, their protests are silenced, they're mobbed, beaten up by police. And wow, the Indian Constitution has rights written all over it, right to freedom of expression. I know how it feels to be mocked for just wanting to speak your truth, for standing up for something you deeply value. I know the pain, the pressure, the stress, the anxiety, the depression, the unheard cries when the system, your own system, doesn't care about you, about your precious dreams that you hold more dearly than your own life. When the system decides your worth, that is the most inhuman thing anyone could do. And when things like corruption and scams, leak papers, crush your motivation, you are completely devastated. Years of efforts are treated like garbage, and your hopes are all turned into ashes, and they wonder why India's student suicide rate is so high. Recent data suggests one student dies by suicide every 60 seconds in India. How much longer will the system ignore this? How much longer will they joke about serious topics? They wonder why brilliant, talented minds don't stay in India and move to abroad, because they don't get any better opportunities here. Their worth, their creativity is not questioned, is not denied like it happens in India. How much longer will the system ignore this? How much longer will they joke about serious topics? How long will the night alone be? How long will the life become their own and peace? It really breaks me when people like serious topics and serious topics focus. How long will they hide before what they can diminish and gaze not so far? People will stop saying about the beginning and instead say, shame to be Indian. To anyone watching this video, if my voice reaches you, please help. Every little effort counts. Little things bring change. Each one of us has the power to make even a small change. Today I'm not saying do something big. I'm not saying go out, shout, protest. No, I'm not saying that. But if you're even capable of doing something little, you can contribute. Whatever your expertise is, use it. Whether you're a student, teacher, artist, coder, speaker, creator, whatever it is, put it to good use. Wake up now. This is a wake up call. Do whatever you can, whatever you're capable of. Use your voice, your talent, your expertise. Please help. This is serious. Don't ignore it before it's too late to save our people. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. I'm just a fellow Indian citizen who wants to do something for our country, and I'm doing whatever I can in my power.